Hey, this is Anthony from Rockin Printz, and thanks for watching this video. Today we're going to take this fun ghost image trio straight out of Canva and we're going to get it ready for embroidery. I'll show you exactly how I digitized this design step by step, and then we're going to stitch it out on a maroon hoodie sweater. Stick around because you're going to see these little coffee loving ghosts come to life in thread. With that, let's go and get this started. All right, so I got Canva up and we are going to look for Halloween ghost. Okay, so let's go to elements and let's type in cute ghost. All right, so under graphics I found this one. Now the name of this one is called Cute Halloween Ghost Drinking Coffee SVG. This is the one we're going to be digitizing. Now you can see right here it says there's only one image or graphic on your design. Premium images can't be exported on their own. Add more elements, then try again. So we're just going to put something in here. We'll hit text and we'll say Boo Crew. Okay, and we'll bring that down here, and now we'll be able to export it. So make sure you hit transparent background. Okay, so now I'm in my embroidery application, and this is Chroma Luxe that I'm using, and we're actually bringing it in from our backdrop tool. All I'm going to do now is just show you how to digitize this. Okay, and if you're using a different software, just follow along. Every embroidery software has the same features, so we're going to be using all three of these. I think the complex fill, the steel, and the run input path. Okay, I don't think we're going to be using the classic satin stitch today. It's going to be these three: the run, the steel, and the complex fill. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to make this into a 7x7 design. We're going to click apply, zoom this back in, and we're going to start from, I like to work my way down from top to bottom, work all the way down, and we'll start with the bats. Okay, so if you never digitized before, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to use our complex fill. Okay, and all we're going to do is just trace the bat. Okay, so we're going to grab here, start from the corner, and I'm going to hold my shift key so it can recognize the bends, the arches. Okay, and then I'm going to release when it gets to the points and start again when it starts to recognize the bends. That way you have a realistic bat and it doesn't look all wonky. Okay, it's my new word, wonky. All right. There's always something now. Okay, we're almost done. All right. Okay, so now once we get to the end, all we're going to do is hover over this node here. Let me zoom this up. Okay, we're going to hover over the node and we're just going to click and we're going to hit enter. And that's it. All right, so look at how cool the bat looks. Okay? And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to draw the eyes. Now it had two little white eyes right there. Now you can make them like that. Let's see, we can do, actually, it's got some cool shapes. We can just use our complex fill again and just follow the lines and then hover over that node, hit enter. Same thing here. Hover over the node. Well, okay. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to change the color to orange. So our first color for this design is going to be orange. So we're going to do number 1 and we're going to click on the bottom here we're going to change that to orange. Okay. All right, just find any orange. Okay, and then our second color is going to be these two, which is going to be white. So we're going to make this. I clicked here under commands, and then where it says color, I'm going to change that to number 2. I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to change that color. I'm going to assign white to it. Okay, let's bring that back in, and we are good. Okay, and that's where the eyes were. Cool. All right. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this bad boy. I'm going to Control C, Control V, and I just copied and pasted basically. Okay. And I'm just going to bring that, and I'm going to try to fix that just the way it is right there. All right. So let's do that. Same thing, complex fill. Now, this is going to be kind of a small embroidery right there, so it really doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to kind of make it make sense. Okay, hit enter. Okay, and then from here we're going to do the outer one. We should have did the outer one first, but now we're going to have to order it to the back, which is fine, doesn't really matter. Okay, and then I like to bring it towards the middle here, so that way I'm for sure knowing that it's going to get, and you're not going to have any separation when it comes to embroidery. All right, once it's embroidering. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to assign this a new color. We're going to make this color number black. So we already have 2 colors, orange and white. Now we're going to make this color number 3. And we're going to double click here, and we're going to give this a black color. Now I have this one emerald black, so we'll give it emerald black. Okay, and then we're going to right click on it, and we're going to order this to the back. Okay, and we are good. Now we'll move on to the hat. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make this the orange. Okay, so what I want to do is, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I've already done my test run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the orange all the way over here. So, okay, because when you use the steel tool, you might get a separation with the registration if it's not tight enough. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate that so you don't have to worry about that problem. Okay, so we're just going to click here, and we're going to follow this black line all the way. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring it up here, and I'm going to go towards the center of the black, and then bring it down and hover. Enter. Okay. All right, so then now what we're going to do is we're just going to close this one out for right now. And which one is it? There it is. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing with this one up on top. So we'll just grab this, and we're going to go here. And then take it all the way to the middle. And then, okay. And let's go ahead and close that one out. There it is right there. All right. I just had to re-release it. Okay. And now we're going to use our run tool, and we're just going to click in here, and we're just going to follow these lines, cross it over. And I'm not holding my shift key. I was earlier, but now I don't really need to. Okay. Cross it over, bring it in, just follow the lines. Cross, cross. Okay. And then just connect it to one. Hit enter. Okay, same thing up on top. You're going to take your run stitch, click in here, just follow, just kind of like use this as a reference. Bring it across, and I'm bringing them all the way down, okay? So that way I have some kind of run path. Okay. Right there. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these to black. So we'll go ahead and give it an assignment, a color. And that color is number 3. Hit apply. Color number 3. Boom. Okay. And let's go ahead and get rid of those. All right. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to use our steel tool. And we are going to start from here. And what I'm doing is I'm going in the center, okay? And the reason why is because you're trying to prevent any separation when it comes to registration. All right? And I'm tucking it in right there. Right there. Okay? And then you're just going to hit enter. All right? Now the same thing with this one. We're going to center it in the center here. Okay. And bring it in. All right. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to color these. Number 3. Number 3. Okay. Now let's go ahead and open up the colors here. Open up everything that we did. All right. And then this one right here, we're just gonna try to order everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this one to the back because we want that tucked in under this one. We'll bring this one, and then we're gonna click on the orange. We're gonna tuck that to the back, bring that to the back. Okay, and then the run, we're going to tuck that into the back, order that to the back. Okay, we got to do this one more time, order it to the back. And let's just bring that down a little bit there. Okay. All right, and then same thing with this one. The orange, we're going to tuck it into the back, order it to the back. Okay, and everything looks good. Okay, now the only thing, you got these pieces stuck out a little bit. We can just bring it in just a little bit, right? We don't want to get really, really crazy, because then you don't want to mess up your what you started here. Okay. Now we can click on our shape tool here for our orange, and we can tuck it in here. If we don't feel perfect, you know, just tuck it in. There you go. See that? All right. Looks good. Okay. Now I'm not going to do these other ones just for the sake of this video. We're already going on 29 minutes already. So we're just going to do the one so you can follow along. Okay. Now that's how I'm doing it. Okay. So I'm going in sequences and bringing them all the way down. So now we're going to do the face. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and use our complex fill here. And we're just going to circle this around. All right. So let's click on that. Okay, hit enter. All right, and then we're just going to copy and paste. We're going to hit Control C, Control V. Save time, right? That's what we're after. We're after saving time. Okay, now we're just going to hold our Shift key, and we are going to assign that to black, which is number 3. Boom. Okay, go back to complex fill. All right. Okay, enter. All right, now what I would have done is I would have copied and pasted to all the ghosts. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and change that color, number 3. Boom. Okay, and same thing here. Doesn't matter where you start your position. Okay, and then this time we're going to give this a different color. Now this was kind of like a peach, right? So we're going to make that color number 4. Okay. Oops, let's do here. Color number 4. We're going to change this to color number 4. All right, and let's double click on that. We're going to give it some type of peach. Dark salmon, peach tea. There you go. All right. Okay. And we're just going to Control C, Control V. And bring that bad boy right there. Okay. All right. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get our steel tool here. And not our steel tool. Let's do the heart. We're going to go to our what is this? Our artwork. Okay. And then we're going to click on here, and we are going to hit heart. And we're just going to bring up a heart here. Click here. Right click. Convert this into a complex fill. Bring that bad boy right there. See that? See how easy? Use. Be smarter. Make this Work smarter, not harder. Okay. All right. So now, all right, let's do our ellipse tool here again. Let's go to circle. And this time we're just going to bring this here, bring that out. And let's right click. And we are going to convert this into a complex fill. Okay, we're going to bring this down. And we're going to smash it a little bit. All right, right there. Right there. And bring that up just like that. Okay. All right. And then we're going to change that to black, number 3. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is use our steel tool. Okay. So we're going to go to steel. And we're just going to center it in the middle. Okay. We're going to make some changes here with our steel tool. Okay. Right there. Hit enter. Okay. And now on your tool, you want to make sure that your width is changed to 2 millimeters. Okay. And I'm using the corner type of bezel. All right. And then I'm hitting apply. So that's where I have it set to. Okay. So it gives it that fine look. So just make sure that under, where am I at? Under steel up on top. Okay. Under steel, you want to make sure that your width is set to 2 millimeters. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Now we'll do this one here. And I'm holding my shift key to get the bends. We want to make it look like a coffee mug. Okay. I'm going to stop right there. Okay. All right. And I'm going to start here. Actually, what I should have did is I should have started from, let's redo that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here with using my steel tool. Okay. And I'm going to finish it right there. Okay. And then I'm going to bring one from here. Boom. Okay. And then I'm going to tuck this one under. Order that to the back. Okay. I'm going to tuck this one. Order this to the back. All right. And then I'm going to change these colors here. Let's go to make it number 3. Assign that black. Assign that to black. And assign this to black. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is the little arms here. Okay. All right. And then we're going to assign that to black. Boom. Okay. And then now what we're going to do is we are going to create the white part. Okay. So this one should be pretty easy, but it's kind of it's a kind of long process here. So we're just going to hit our complex fill, and we're just going to start at this corner, hold the shift key. All right, so, and then from here, we're just going to use our complex fill, and we're just going to start from the top, okay? We're going to go over the black lines because I want to make sure that everything is, we don't have no funkiness with our registration. And then hover, enter. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make this, assign this color to number 2, which is white, and then we're going to order this to the back. Okay. All right, and then what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and get rid of that one for right now. Where are you at? Right here. All right, and then we're going to do the steel tool here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hover over the top of the black. Okay. After several test runs, this is the best way to avoid loss of registration. And I messed up. Well, that's all right. We'll just leave it right there. Okay. All right. And then we're just going to change that to color number 3. Okay. Bring that down a little bit. And let's just fix this one just a tad. Perfect. Okay. And then last one is we are just going to use our complex fill. And then we're going to change that to color number 3. Boom. Okay, and then finally we're just going to add one little piece here. We'll just start from there and just bring it down. Hit enter. Okay, and let's go ahead and make that, sign that to number 3. And then tuck that one under. Order that to the back. Just like that. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to show you, then once you're done with that, right, all you want to do now is get rid of your jump stitches, which is going to be here. There's more, but you'll just go to your commands tool, and under start command, you're just going to hit jump. Under edit command, you're going to hit trim and click it, and then your jump stitches are gone. And then I'm going to show you right now what it's going to look like. So let's do, so when you do your slow draw, okay, this is how it's going to do it. See how it does everything in sequence. Boom. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you, I'm going to go to open, and I'm going to show you what my Boo Crew looks like. All right. And there you go, guys. Let's take that out. And that's how it looks. Okay. And you remember, practice makes perfect. You can't get it right all the time. You just got to keep practicing, and then you'll eventually get it. And always remember to do test runs, because if not, you'll be in a heap of trouble. Okay. So, all right. So let's go ahead and go to the embroidery machine, and let's see how this one's stitched out. I'll see you guys in the back. Snap that bad boy in. let's go ahead and start this bad boy. There you go, guys. Look at how sharp that looks. All right, all it takes is just a little patience doing the digitizing, and once you get it, you can perfect it. Okay, so hope y'all like this video, and if you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on my next video next week, and peace.